We would like to acknowledge and pay gratitude to the original owners on the land upon which we live, learn and grow, the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung peoples of the Kulin Nations.
We'd also like to recognise the impact of colonisation on Aboriginal people and to acknowledge that there's still a lot of work to be done in terms of reconciliation.
This always was, always will be Aboriginal country. Part of what we've done is tried to build a spaceship out of recycled materials, and that was both really challenging, but I think much more beautiful. And finding that balance, yeah, it was really rewarding. I'm Aiden.
I'm Alex,
and welcome to the Corvette Concretehaus. Most of this area in Heidelberg West is 1950s, essentially kit homes, built out of concrete tilt panels. So working from a sustainability or renovations perspective with a house that internally and externally is totally built out of concrete, there's not a lot of precedent or guidance on what to do.
I guess what we've done is that we've used that concrete as a thermal mass so that it actually benefits the passive house sort of style that we've gone for and design.
Basically started renovating from the moment we got the house, so we were largely living in it while trying to renovate it. Taking the roof off, down to the floor off, redoing plumbing, redoing power. And we were pretty committed to doing it as far as possible as a passive house design, so trying to airtight, trying to really boost insulation capacity to make it a really comfortable, sustainable house.
I guess that was the most challenging thing. How do you make a kiln into a passive house? And I think we've done pretty well in achieving that.
Our thinking was to just go in and go hard, use top quality materials as much as possible with the goal that we do it once and we do it right. Part of what we were doing is trying to work with imperfect and preserve it in some way while trying to make it also really beautiful and sustainable.
And we were working in the confines of the floor plan of the house, and so we didn't extend the house, we just worked with what was there. And I think that was a fun challenge.
When we originally got the house, there was actually a bungalow sitting at the back here, which meant you really got no light and it was so dark. And I think we really tried to compensate by obviously removing that structure, but also to put in roof windows or skylights, which has just added a lot of light, especially in winter. So it was the definition of a bunker.
All the doors in the house are my dad's.
So we very much tried to use all these gorgeous recycled materials.
And so it was hard sometimes to get the building surveyor to agree with recycled materials that we wanted to use. In the end, we did get to use a fair amount of recycled materials. The plumber literally said to me, "Where's the ceiling?" And I was like, oh no, because the showers couldn't go on the not flat ceiling. And so the builders were like, oh my gosh, we've got to make a ceiling for you. And so it was all like 7:30 in the morning and we all sitting down and going, what can we do? And they made this beautiful like fake timber ceiling that hangs low over the showers so that the showers could be attached to it. And all the plumbing hidden in the wood, which is actually one of my favorite things in the house. So it turned out to be an excellent mistake.
Personally, I love those 3 small stained glass pieces that we were able to incorporate into the house, and really matches with the cathedral ceiling. And
the double focused cathedral ceilings, they're just superb, and it's lit the house up. It's made you feel less claustrophobic by taking away the low ceilings of the house.
Obviously had a huge focus on passive house design, so we incorporated a mechanical heat recovery ventilation system. We've really worked on our values of underfloor insulation. Painfully gluing and taping
every single nail hole.
Every nail hole, every staple hole, every corner, every nook. I mean, sustainability I think was always the goal, and part of that for us was trying to build something that would last more or less our lifetime.
Good pumpkin?
Good pumpkin.
We're doing an orchard and a veggie garden and all that. We've got chickens and ducks. And we really want to not be totally self-sufficient, but just be as self-sufficient as we can be. And as an example for other community members, I remember living at a rental and I grew corn on the nature strip, and then several other houses decided to do that as well. And I think leading by example is such a nice thing.
From the beginning, we made a decision, obviously, that we needed to strip out gas, so we abolished the gas service early on. We stripped out the gas hot water system and gas heaters and replaced them all with sort of high energy efficiency split systems and a heat pump based water system. We've had 19 solar panels installed, which is about sort of 7.9 kilowatt hour. An 11,000 liter water tank.
I have my own not-for-profit called Awareaway, and we grow gourds and make products from them and do workshops around sustainability. And so when we show you the laundry, you'll see there's a gourd lamp in there, and we grow gourds here as well. And so that's also in our sustainability goals and everything.
We were fortunate that Benio Council supported us through the Better Score Grants program, which is lovely. We had an energy efficiency consultant come out and review the house and give some suggestions, and Benio Council kindly put some funding in to help us improve our star rating, which is very helpful, particularly on the external cladding of trying to build that up and underfloor insulation. And so hopefully some of the lessons can also be modularized for people to do in bits and pieces. Or they can be crazy like us and live in a caravan and do it all at once.